working day. Alright, so it's been raining all day, but we don't really have time to not get stuff done, and it just seems to be raining a lot here, so we've just been working through the rain. We ran out of bamboo cut, but we got some pretty good progress done on this here. That's going to be a window. We're going to put more bamboo on the top so it kind of matches up with the rest of that. Once again, there'll be tin up there, so it'll look pretty good. And on this one, we're putting a little bit bigger gaps, not being so perfect. This one, the gaps were a little bit smaller. This one, we're just kind of letting it do its own thing a little bit more, so the breeze can kind of come through here. And yeah, so in this one, we're going to have quite a bit more tin. It's going to be going from that beam right there up. And we did a couple things trying to stay dry. We put the center post in. So you can see there's a wire going up there. There's going to be a light up there. But that's a 3-foot hole there. And then we leveled this out. And it's really wedged up in there. It's kind of almost pushing it up a little bit. And we're going to put some beams coming down at an angle, making a 4-way triangle coming from that, going to each of the corners, and then going to these side posts here as well. So it's basically going to connect to each one of the main posts and form triangles. There's a ton of earthquakes here, and that's just going to help mitigate that. We also got the second post put in here. This is it's going to help hold our bed up. Our bed's going to be up there, and we're going to have a ladder right there. And that top post will be where we attach the mosquito netting to, because our bed's just going to be on that side, and then on this side we'll have like a little screen or something there, I don't know, or maybe just like a bed sheet with a small projector going onto it or something. But yeah, the rain here gets pretty intense. It rained for like 3 days in a row. We got totally washed in. The river was like up to my nipples, I mean 5 feet deep, and I can't take the car through that. But it did stop raining. It didn't rain too much yesterday, and then today about half the day it was really sunny and bright until about noon. And so the river was still pretty high, but I took a slam through it. It was probably up to the top of my wheel wells. It did push my car a little bit. I could kind of feel my car going, but I was just gunning it fast. Probably going about 10 miles an hour through the river, because there was a big mud bank on the other side, and I had to actually wait because there was another truck stuck in, but I didn't have my phone with me, so I couldn't shoot a video of any of that. But you can see my path coming in. It's getting pretty muddy. And then right now we've been putting up a little bit of a kind of like a rock foundation with cement. So we just got cement in there. It's nothing too grandiose. I wanted to do it now because the rain will kind of help wash the rocks a little bit. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at with what we're doing today. My wife's over there. She's been cutting down bamboo all day. She keeps looks like she took out the tent a little bit there. We had a pretty big piece come and kind of hit side of the house a little bit. It just barely nicked it, but it didn't do really any damage to anything, so that was good. But yeah, we're just out here trudging away. So our concrete got a little bit wet, so we didn't necessarily plan on doing any concrete today, but because of that, realized we had to act fast. So I've been mixing this up here and just throwing it out there in a spot that's not really too important. The water is pretty unlikely that it's gonna like flood up over here, but I just thought, what the heck, we got to use this concrete, and it's probably going to be pretty shitty concrete anyways because that stuff got wet. So once this stuff gets wet, it's really kind of shot. There's a little bit of powder in there. I used what powder that was in there to make these two posts here. But as you can see, it's kind of a little bit muddy in there too. I noticed my sand that I got delivered isn't really the best quality. It's kind of a little bit of a muddier sand, which isn't ideal at all. But you just kind of got to work with what you get. And next time we'll be getting some higher quality sand for sure, so we can make some decent hollow blocks. So I'm not going to be making hollow blocks with sand when the water turns muddy. It should be a lot cleaner than that. So since we're both just kind of working, trying to get stuff done, we're going to be leaving back to Sarala tomorrow. So yeah, we want to get some stuff done before we go. We had planned on pouring the floor, but it just doesn't look like that's going to happen. Everything's so wet, I can't really get it to pack. I mean, it's packing up decently. It's kind of nice that it's getting a little wet, because it's kind of naturally packing itself in. We've got it pretty much all leveled out, but as you can see, some spots where the water goes, I mean, I've stomped on this over and over again, and it just does not want to pack down. So give it a good stomp. I can see my footprint in there, and no matter how much I do that, it's just going to keep squishing around because it's just too wet to harden up this lower point here. We had to dig a ditch also temporarily. So yeah, it's been a little hectic with all this rain coming in. We've got a hole that's about 2 feet deep there. It's the beginning of our small septic tank. We're going to do just like an old-fashioned style, about 6 feet deep, and then about 4 feet by 4 feet. And yeah, there's just going to be a single drain coming out. The ground's pretty absorbent here. We're going to perforate it on the very bottom of the tank. There's going to be some holes in it, so it's going to be pretty old-fashioned style. It's not going to be used too much before it's changed to a draining catch. So we're going to leave a pipe coming out over here. We're going to put the toilet right on top of it, and then once we're done with using this building, which will only be for like a year or two, and the way that we're using it, which will actually end up only being about 8 months or so, because we're not out here full time, we're going to put a bigger septic tank in that's right there, and that's going to be, you know, probably 8 feet by 4 feet. It's going to be more of a traditional septic tank that has a divider, and then that'll actually drain into this, which is why we're going to have it perforated on the bottom. So it'll be kind of like a catch to catch any excess stuff. And then the pipe that's going to come off of there, we're actually going to repipe it over to there and put the water into that little drainage area over there, which is where we're going to have our garden. So we're going to have all of our kitchen and shower and stuff, and of course we're going to use soaps that are fully biodegradable, but also all of our food scraps are going to kind of mix in there with our sediment and make a really, really high quality fertilizer for our garden over there. So that'll be good. But we're just plugging away here. Can't really take my phone out because it's so wet. But yeah. Are you feeling like you got your free shower today? Yeah. Free shower. So, yep. And our tent is probably completely waterlogged, so I'm not sure if we'll be sleeping in that tonight or not. We'll have to see how bad it got hit. But yeah, there's a ton of water, and the fact that it was raining real heavy the past 2 days means the ground kind of hit its maximum limit. I can tell. Normally when it rains here, it soaks up real quick, but this time as soon as it rained, it was just like everything was flooded out again. I couldn't even imagine what the road's gonna be like in the morning. But hopefully we can make it out. So I'm gonna see if I can get something set up here so I can hang my phone. See what we can do here. Get a little spot here to hang it. Kind of reminds me of more outdoor wilderness style camping when you're not expecting it to rain and then it does, and then you're just in like a flurry of trying to make your camp so that the rain doesn't completely ruin your time. Let's see, here we go. Here's a horrible idea. Let's see what we can do here. Alright, so show you kind of what we got going on here. So I just used the rest of that cement here on this sidewall. So you see there. So that'll help protect this side of the house from water coming in. You can see we've got a ditch there, but you know that ditch is only going to last so long before it just fills in. And we just want to have something nice and solid up against the house. Did the same thing along there. So yep, that's something we might be expanding. It's kind of hard to really see it from this angle, and we're definitely going to be adding some more to it. Bring it up probably another 6 inches or so, just to really make sure that if that area down there really floods out, there's kind of a berm right there, and we want that little rock wall there to be basically above the berm, so that way the water will rush down to the road and then flood down the road. So yeah, should work out pretty good. But we're just gonna keep trudging away. I gotta go get another load of sand from a pile over there beyond the bushes. It's actually not bushes, just chopped up bamboo. So let's go ahead and go do that. And it's just really soppy, muddy, especially where we've been running this wheelbarrow back and forth through all this mud here. And see, that's all the bamboo we've cut down today. We've almost got that grove down. We took down this grove. It was about as big as the far grove. We got a video on that. And we've been doing this one today. It's just been kind of crummy. We can't really do a good video of it because it's been raining so much. There's kind of a lull right now, so I feel okay taking my phone out here. But yeah, it's just really soupy. And this is the pile. You can see it should not be mud covered at the bottom of the pile. But yeah, we've probably used, well, at least like a third of it, if not half. The rain's kind of done some damage to it, kind of washed some of it away, and then it doesn't help. The dogs are over here every other day digging holes in it. So there's like some random dogs around here. But the rain's definitely taken up again. Wow, that's a really long one. Let's save the bigger end of this to put across on this side, across the top, where we'll put the tin. I'll get a good measurement for you here, how long that is. I think it's 18 feet. So yeah, that's where we're at today. I'm trying to keep the videos like around 30 minutes or so. I'm gonna go out and work in the rain some more, so we'll probably record a little bit more today, depending on the time. Maybe not, but yeah, we made some good progress, and hopefully we will probably finish up this wall even when it gets dark outside. But yeah, thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.